We're here at the Steve Glasson Invitational Fours event at the Mount Waverley Bowling Club, and it is sponsored each and every year by BCiB Bowling Club Insurance Brokers. And joining me is the Managing Director Ian Hopper and CEO of Bowls Australia Neil Dalrymple to chat about a new partnership, or a formal partnership now, with BCiB and Bowls Australia. Ian, a great way to formalise, I suppose, a relationship that's been in existence for quite some time now.
Yes, it is, and we've always been interested in working with Bowls Australia, and by putting this agreement together, that just enhances that arrangement we'll have with them. Yes.
There's still a number of clubs throughout Australia that aren't insured by BCiB. Tell us why they should be, if they're not already.
Okay. Yes. Well, we've been around for about 24 years now, and we do around about the 850 clubs in Australia, which means we're about at 50% of the market in Australia. So, we consider ourselves to be professional as far as bowling clubs are concerned, and we like, our philosophy has always been to give personal service and to visit every club.
And part of the fun part about your year is obviously this event, the Steve Glasson Invitational, a great way to get people together in a competitive format, but also a very social format as well.
Yeah, that's right, and our philosophy has always been to promote the game right throughout Australia, and we run a lot of these type of tournaments in many clubs, throughout Australia, in each state. Yeah, we do.
Neil, from your point of view, it's difficult to get sponsors in any sport, in any industry at the moment. With BCiB, you'd know you've got a long-term partner.
Absolutely, Andrew, and it's great to have Ian and his team on board. BCiB, as was already been said, has been a great supporter and will be a great supporter of bowls in Australia. And I think it's fantastic that we can work together to try and grow the game. And BCiB are very active out visiting clubs as we are now with our CDO. So in partnership with BCiB, it is going to be a great future for the sport.
And we as a sport have got some great ambassadors, and they're linked with BCiB for the most part. Steve, Karen Murphy, Kelvin Kirko, Kay Moran, a lot of the biggest names in the sport are out there on the beat telling clubs about the virtues of BCiB, but also about bowls.
And I think that's the great partnership is even strengthened that way with the national coach Steve Glasson, national selector Kelvin Kirko, vice captain of the Australian Jackaroos Karen Murphy, and obviously Kay Moran in the national squad. So look, they're all great ambassadors for the sport, and I mean, again, that's why the partnership is so good, that we work together and look forward to a great future.
All the best to you both.
Thanks very much. Thanks. Thank you.
Steve, the event's named in your honour, the Steve Glasson Fours Invitational. A great honour for you, but supported by a great company that you're also intimately involved with.
Yeah, it's certainly a great honour, Andrew. I mean, when they first proposed the idea to me some 5 or 6 years ago, I was very shocked, to be honest, but it's a great delight. We've, over the years, assumed a really tight relationship with the Mount Waverley Bowling Club, so certainly honoured to have the event in my name. But also very privileged in the fact that the likes of BCiB support the event as well. So it's a wonderful relationship between all three of those stakeholders, if that's the right way of putting it.
You mentioned just off air before about the the amount of money and effort that BCiB put into bowls, and now the official insurance partner of Bowls Australia. So that association and their passion for putting something back in continues.
Absolutely. I mean, it's in excess of $400,000 a year, give or take a few dollars here and there, and I think I'm probably underestimating it. So they've been in association with the sport for in excess of 20 years now, and I mean, we often talk about the fun side of it, which is the bowls and the sponsorship and the privileges that way, but obviously they run a very successful business, and it's their niche as far as running risk management for bowling clubs and country clubs and clubs alike. So there's a serious side to it, and the repercussion of that is that beyond that, they contribute so much back into the game, so it's fantastic.
And the risk of not being insured properly is a great risk to many bowls clubs around Australia.
Oh, it certainly is, and no more so than, say, the directors and officers of a club. Those responsible for managing the day-to-day running of the club and being responsible for the overall performance of the club, they're the ones mostly at risk. So, I mean, all the policies cover that sort of stuff, but certainly, they're the ones in the heat of fire, so to speak. So they need to make sure that they're properly and adequately insured, and that they get good service, professional service, individual service, and that's what BCiB does offer all clubs throughout Australia.
And well represented by some faces and some names: Steve Glasson, Kelvin Kirko, Karen Murphy. Just name a few of who are out on the street sending the message.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's great. I mean, Kay Moran, she's on the staff with BCiB, Kelvin Kirko, Queensland area manager, myself and Karen as ambassadors, and we've been involved in, directly or indirectly with the company for a number of years now. So it's not some short-term proposal. It's a long-term project that we're very sincere about, and we're privileged to be a part of.
Well, Karen, we've spoken to Ian and to Steve about today's event, something that you've been a part of for a long time. It's a great event here at the Mount Waverley Bowling Club.
Yeah, look, it's a fantastic day. We love coming down to it. It's a one-day event. Meet some really good people, see some familiar faces, and great club, the Mount Waverley Bowls Club, and it's a joy to come and play in their tournament.
The involvement of BCiB, who you're an ambassador for, and their involvement through Steve and through this club, and just establishing this event is such a powerful thing for the promotion of bowls.
Oh, look, it definitely is, and it's no secret that BCiB puts more money in, as a sponsorship into the sport in our country than any other company. So, in excess of over $400,000. They're a great supporter of bowls, and we're really lucky to have a company like that to back our sport.
And your role as a face and a voice of the company, and as a national representative, is an easy job for you, I suspect, because it's just going around telling people about the virtues of BCiB and playing bowls while you're doing it.
Absolutely, yeah, no, it's a very easy task, I think. I'm really lucky BCiB are my major sponsor also for my Karen Murphy Bowls Clinic, so I'm able to get out to clubs that we insure as well, and get out and meet some of the grassroots players and some of the clubs. It's a really easy job.